Planning a trip, those who love to travel know the essence of travel is about you and your enjoyment. Travelers knows the destination is a major part in planning a trip, experiencing and delving deeper into familiar places. People and culture is a paramount. Expound your horizon and set your sight to the Philippines of Central Visayas, and off of the beaten path travel site, an undiscovered paradise made of thousands of islands and white sands beaches all around. A tiny dot map of the world and yet a haven for travelers, backpackers, waiters, and even passerby. It offers awesome tourist attractions, magnificent beaches, hot springs, resorts, colorful festivals, hundreds of scenic spots, and world-class hotels and facilities. Will you be, you will be glad you came, and we're sure you will come back for more fun in the Philippines of Central Visayas. Next, please. Central Visayas is composed of Cebu, Bohol, Negros Oriental, and Siquijor, and it is the second smallest region in the Philippines with a total land area of 14,923 square kilometers, and this constitutes about 5% of the country land area. And it is one of the 8 anchor tourist destinations in the country and one of the most super region in the Visayas which strength in tourism. So Central Visayas has 4 provinces, 116 municipalities, and 16 cities, and 3 of which are highly urbanized cities administered independently from any province. The total number of barangay in the region is 3,003, and Region 7 is among the most developed and the fourth largest regional economy in the country. And Central Visayas hosts many industry, including footwear, ICT, and IT-enabled services, electronics, wearables, food processing, and marines and houseware and furniture, among others. Next. So for the Cebu City, the Queen City of the South, is wealthy in culture, authentic destination, romantic spot, mountain seas, and has significantly more to bring to the table with regards to food sources. Cebu is a great tourist destination. It provides you thrill and adventure of a lifetime while letting you enjoy the beauty of nature. Most importantly, it has attractions that are top-notch, and there are trips you can venture in the south, in the main city, depending on the journey that fits your traveling needs. There are a lot of interesting things you can find on every corner, from native foods to cultural events, and Cebu City is the capital city of the province of Cebu, and it is the second city of the Philippines, and it serves as the center of metropolitan area called Metro Cebu, which include the city of Karkar, Danao, Lapu-Lapu, Mandake, Naga, and Talisay. Next po. In addition, the Cebuano observed certain tradition about the birth and marriage. So for the birth, the coming of a child is welcomed by a Cebuano family, for it is about to give birth. Pomelo leaves are placed under the house so as is to drive away all evil spirits which may be hovering around. So while the woman is in labor, the family burns some dried leaves and roots so that the smoke will free the mother from painful labor pains. It is a sign of good luck when the mother first baby happened to be a boy. After the child is born, the placenta is buried on his seashore to ensure the baby good health. And during the first haircut of the child, some pieces of hair are set aside and inserted in the prayer book or any book to make the child a wide reader when he grows up. So for the marriage, all the preparation for the wedding party is done at the groom house. Part of it boot to the bride house to be served to her guests and relatives. The expenses for the party are shouldered by the groom. So after the wedding ceremony, the newlyweds wedding walk together to the bride house. 2 plates filled with water and some leaves of the San Francisco plant are placed at the foot of the stairs for the newlyweds to step on. An old woman who is a member of the bride family combs the hair of the newlywed and offers some advice for a happy life together. It is believed that by stepping on the plates and combine the hair of the married couple, they will have an orderly and harmonious life. Next. For the religion, Cebu City religion has varied to many types of belief, but the majority of its population are Roman Catholic. Other belief were known to be Protestant, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saint, Iglesia Ni Cristo, Jesus Miracle Crusade, Jehovah Witnesses, Baptist, United Church of Christ in the Philippines. Next po. So first, the Basilica Minor de Santo Niño de Cebu, the oldest Catholic church in the Philippines, is located right here in Cebu. Mercy and Passion are the tenants of Basilica del Santo Niño, founded in 1565, which still bring many locals here to worship on a daily basis. This Catholic church holds a regular mass where families and children come to show their faith. Basilica Minor de Santo Niño is known as the oldest Catholic church in Cebu. The church houses as the image of the Santo Niño and the city patron saint that represent Jesus as a black holy child. It is also a place for prayer and pilgrimage to a large number of people each year. A Cebu trip is not complete unless one visit the basilica. So I went here with my friend's family. I can say that it was a very beautiful memory to cherish because churches, especially like the Basilica de Santo Niño, which is a part of our history as well back the colonization of the Spaniards. Considering how maintained and beautiful it was when I got there inside and out. And it is still has its beauty up until today for sure. While you enjoy looking at the structured design of the church and amused by the old relics of the museum, I enjoy exploring the facade of the church and how it looks incredibly great inside. All in experience was great. I hope you and I could visit the Basilica again soon. Next. For the Magellan Cross in Cebu City serves as a landmark that is considered as one of the most important historical markers in Cebu City. That because it was established upon Magellan order to mark his arrival in the county. And it is also served as a reminder of the birth of Christianity in the Philippines. And if you're planning to visit the historic Cebu spot, Magellan Cross is an excellent place to start. The province of Cebu has a rich history, and has witnessed several monumental events, and one such event is the birth of Catholicism in the Philippines, marked by Magellan planting of a cross on the island. So after our visit at the Basilica del Santo Niño, we dropped by the historic Magellan Cross just outside the church, right beside Santo Niño Church. Magellan Cross is an important part of our history of Christianity since it is believed, and this is where Ferdinand Magellan planted the cross when he arrived in Cebu, and this is when Christianity started in the Philippines. Actually, there is nothing much to see, just the cross itself with some painting of the ceiling, and also I observed that people were offering candles below the cross, which according to the prayer warriors are wishes that you pray for. So people can buy candles of different colors, each for your specific pray. So and then, kapag bumili po kayo ng candles sa mga old nanay, na dadasalan ka po nila habang sumasayaw sila. Then pagkatapos po nila sumayaw, yung mga candles na binili mo is itatapon nila sa loob ng Magellan Cross House. Next. So for the Tops Lookout, there is a good reason why Tops Lookout has remained such as popular tourist destination in Cebu. That because you will get the most spectacular 360-degree view from here and only here. Top Lookout represent that makes the Philippines so special in that you get a taste of lush greenery, intricate city, and winding waterways all in one visit. The view at night is especially beautiful as you can see the veins of the city all it up, sparkling against the darkness. Getting there will you be great experiencing, and as I have a thrilling 20 minutes ride up before ka po makapunta doon. Kapag pumunta kayo dito, it is a perfect spot you enjoy your last night in Cebu. Up on the top, they have food and drink stall, and make sure to bring your camera for a nice picture. And the entrance fee is 100 pesos per person, and the visit is much more worth the amount. Next, please. So for the delicacies, so for the puso or hanging rice is traditionally prepared as a way to pack rice for journey, and it is eaten held in the hands while standing, usually paired with meat or seafood cooked on skewers or inihaw or sati. It is still eaten this way from street food peddlers pungkong pungko. So it will be possible to have come to the island and not eat on this steamed rice packet because it is offered virtually everywhere. Puso is one of the most treasured Cebu delicacies, and the art of making hanging rice is a living tradition that dates back centuries. Rice cannot get any more portable than this, more commonly known as hanging rice. Puso rice is a boiled and wrapped in coconut leaves, and you will likely most notice them hanging in the badges in local eateries. The coconut leaves impart flavor and serve as an easy package that you can carry everywhere. The versatile puso rice can be paired with street foods, lechon, or anything else you can get your hands on. Next po. So for the putumaya and sikwate, a popular breakfast in the region, putumaya is made from glutinous rice mixed with ginger and coconut. This is usually paired with tableya, the concreted cacao with added sugar, and the famous Cebu mango. With the blend of sweet and savory, every bite promises a mixture of all things good. Grab one and you are all set for the day of indulgence again ahead. Jumpard Jumpstart your head with putumaya and sikwate. The Cebu combination of sticky rice with hot chocolate are delicious and filling treat for breakfast or any time of the day here in Cebu. Putumaya, sticky rice, cake or bun is best partner with sikwate, which is also well known as hot chocolate. Next. So for the tuslog buwa is a Cebuano street food which originated from the barangays of Fasil and Suba in Cebu City in 1980s. It consists of a mixture of pig brains, soy sauce, and some oil. The ingredients are subjected to the blast cooking in a fan or process which produces bubbles. It is not surprise for Cebuano to make a good use of every part of the fig, just like they go back home. Cebu has dishes that utilize every found in the between the snout and the tip of the tail. One such dish that Cebu kept telling me to try was tulbo buwa, the start of the dish, pig brains. I'm no stranger to big brains as the ingredients in Filipino delicacies. Next po. So for the festival, the Sinulog Festival is the biggest and the most popular festival. The feast is in honor of the Holy Child Santo Niño de Cebu. Millions of people participated in Cebu City last Sunday to celebrate the Sinulog Festival, one of the most famous festival in the Philippines, and it was attended not only by Filipinos but people coming from different parts of the globe also went to witness the celebration. The magnificence of the festival made Filipinos, as our fellow Asians, refer to it as the mother of all festivals, from the colorful and well-made costume of the dancers to the beautiful dances and to the music brought by the drums, trumpet, and the native gongs. The Sinulog Festival never ceases to amaze its audience. With the celebration of evolution, the Sinulog Festival have become a month-long tradition in Cebu. The most awaited future, nevertheless, is the Sinulog Grand Parade, which is held on the 15th day of January. One Beat, One Dance, One Vision Cebu City of Culture was the theme adopted for the 2012 Sinulog Festival. As the festival became more and more famous each year, tourists would never want to miss the opportunity to watch it and become more and more commercialized. The festival now not only consists of costumes and dances, but also contests such as art exhibit, beauty pageant, photo contest, and singing and dancing contests. Participants may also join the festival activities such as concert, cultural shows, fireworks displays, fun runs, and street fairs. For the past 18 years, it has made the Filipinos residing in New Zealand celebrate their own version each year, a proof on how big of an influence the festival is. It has also been recognized as the City of Culture by the Association of the Southeast Asian Nation. Next po. So for the last festival, Palawud Festival, this is celebrates the fisherman and the sea. Palawud is a Cebuano term which means to go out to fish. The festival had toast walk dancing in the street, ala sinulog but garb in marine motifs such as silk skirt, Giant clam headdresses, chipboard jellyfish, and colorful bilaos made to look as carapace. Bantayan Islands is an haven with a gifted sea. Palawud is a term for the fisherman routine endeavor. Palawud is a Cebuano term which means to go out to sea to fish. It emphasizes the fisherman's daily toil, means their source of income. their life, and their pride. The highlights of this festival is through a street dancing which capture and preserve the Bantayan's unique tradition fishing rituals inherent to this island through a dances movements. It is also a colorful move festivals in this historic island and considered a cultural hub of the county, the Cebu province. It is a Thanksgiving for a botanist catch for the local sea toilers. The street dancing and ritual showdown competitions are performed with the four basic steps: Sulu, Turch, Bugsay, Paddle, Silik, Fins, and Isda is Fish. Founded as one of the most colorful and world-class festival of Cebu, the Palubut depicts the unique fishing tradition of Bantayan. What a glorious festival in the Philippines. On the Batayan, life is really awesome here. Thank you for listening. So for the next reporter, please.
Bohol. Come to Bohol and experience the imaginative expressions of the Boholano spirit, the vitality of its culture, and the beauty of its artistic world. Bohol is the main island of Bohol province, which also includes 75 smaller islands. The islands lie southeast from Cebu Island and southeast of Leyte Island in the central Visayas region. This oval-shaped island is the 10th largest of the Philippines archipelago. Bohol is a haven of tropical natural beauty. Bohol is taking off to become the region's prime ecocultural tourist destination and agro-industrial center. Investment areas in the identified special economic zone are focused on economic tourism, light industries, and agro-industrial development. The province of Bohol is a first-class province divided into three congressional districts, comprising one component city and 47 municipalities. It has 1,109 barangays. The city of Tagbilaran is the main business capital and center of governance of the province of Bohol, aside from being the center of education and transportation. The island province offers breathtaking spots for history buffs, beach lovers, and adrenaline junkies. Bohol is comprised of one major island and 73 smaller ones surrounding it, so you have plenty of places to explore during your trip here. One thing's for sure, you enjoy every second of your stay and love the diversity that Bohol offers. Next, please. So for tradition, hand kissing. Kiss the hand of their parents and elders as a sign of respect. They do this as soon as the evening prayer is over. The practice is locally known as Amen and corresponds to the manupo of the Tagalog. The person offering a mano will bow and press their forehead against the offered hand. They will sometimes ask the elder for manupo in order to obtain permission to perform the gesture. Next, please. Religion. Most Boholanos are Catholic with a minority professing Protestant faiths and Islams. The former indigenous Boholano religion was largely eliminated by the Spaniards. Next, please. So for the tourist spots, the Chocolate Hills. Bohol's claim to fame is unique geological formations of over 1,000 cone-shaped hills at the charge in color depending on the seasons, the Chocolate Hills. It gets its name from its unusual yet unique formation and rich vegetation which turns chocolate brown during the dry months, thus the name. You can view the hills from the Chocolate Hills complex where there's viewing deck with a stunning 360 degrees view of the cone-shaped hills. Mystery still surrounds how the Chocolate Hills were formed. One of the more popular local legends is that long ago, two giants fought for days, hurling earth and stones at one another until they feel exhausted, friends once more into each other's arms. More romantic is the handsome young giant Arogo who fell in love with a mortal woman. When as mortal mass, Chocolate Hills died. The giant wept his great teardrops turning into the Chocolate Hills. These giant mounds of chocolate-colored earth on the dry season that turn green during the wet seasons are known across the world for their enchanting beauty. The hills are spread out on a 50 square kilometer land and vary in size. Keep in mind that viewing deck is accessible by stairs and temperatures can be hot sometimes, especially in the rainy season. Next, please. Hinagdanan Cave. Hinagdanan Cave excursion are must-add in any Bohol itinerary, not only because of its beauty, but it's also easily accessible from the Chocolate Hills and waterfall destination in the province. The cave was accidentally discovered by a farmer. While clearing his land, he found two holes. Curious, he dropped a stone and heard a splash. The Hinagdanan Cave features a pool of clear water. At the bottom, you can swim here under the mesmerizing sight of stalactites and stalagmites. Aside from its awe-inspiring natural beauty, Hinagdanan also holds a bit of history from the Second World War. The cave once was used as a hideout by the locals to escape from the Japanese Imperial Army, but unfortunately they were still found. The cave's entrance, which leads to cavern that is less than 100 meters long, can only be entered one at a time. The slimy and smooth friction on the walkway is caused by the cave's natural water droplets. Hinagdanan is a karst cave, which means it is made of limestones, boasting several stalactite and stalagmite formations parallel to each other and a freshwater lagoon that is about 10 to 12 meters deep. Due to its growing popularity, restaurant and souvenir shops have also opened close to the cave, so tourists and locals alike can enjoy a nice meal before or after their swim. The word Hinagdanan means laddered in Cebuano. This now famous tourist spot in Bohol is said been accidentally discovered by a farmer who built a ladder to access the cave, thus the name. Next, please. Face your fears at Bohol's Adventure Park. If you're a thrill seeker and want a refreshing way to marvel at Bohol's natural wonders, you can visit the adventure parks in Bohol. These are must-add in any Bohol itinerary if you're traveling with a group of adult friends and are up for adrenaline-pumping activities like simpling treetop challenges and more. Adventure Park is well-known adventure destination on the island of Bohol. The park is popular destination for tourists who enjoy outdoor activities. The No Adventure Park is now officially known as Central Visayas Extreme Adventure Tour Destination. The vast nature park was once the base camp of revered Boholano hero Francisco Dagohoy, who led the longest revolutionary movement in the Philippine history against the Spaniards. The Adventure Park offers a complete package based on ecotourism concept. You will truly feel safe because their equipment is of high quality and their staff is well trained and has years of experience. The Now Adventure Park become one of the country's premier zipline destination due to its beautiful location in the middle of mountain ranges, with the beautiful Wahig River flowing through it. The Adventure Park is only open from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily. They have a great location for sightseeing, kayaking, and bird watching in addition to their adrenaline-pumping activities. The No Adventure Park also offer adventurous activities like river trekking, wall climbing, off-road buggy, skyride, cliff rappelling, village tour, rock climbing, route climbing, and suicide are also available at the No Adventure Park. Tourists who prefer strenuous activities can participate in suicide, one of the most important activities that take place from the country's highest zip line. Travelers can enjoy sipping while taking pictures of themselves committing suicide. This park's distinguishing feature is the plunge, a bunch jumping area with a spectacular view of the Wahig River. Next, please. For the food, Bohol is famous for many things. Tourists visit the province for many reasons, either to see the wonderful chocolates or cuddle the cutest primate ever. But among the many things the Bohol has to offer, one should not forget to taste or bring home as one of its signature treats. Peanut kisses. Among the native treats and goodies, peanut kisses remains the favorite among the children and adults alike and could be the best pasalubong to your loved ones at home. Bohol's most popular delicacy, peanut kisses, are hill-shaped cookies that promise nutty goodness in every bite. The cookies are made from peanuts and egg whites. Baked to crunchy perfection, this snack is offered by most department stores and souvenir shops around Bohol. In fact, peanut kisses are so popular that they are also available in Cebu and select souvenir shop in the tourist destination in the country. Next, please. Ube Kinampay Pulveron. Pulveron is a popular crumbly shortbread cookie that is normally made with milk and crushed nuts. Being one of the largest producers of ube in the Philippines, Bohol Delicious Special Ubi Kinampay Pulveron takes up a notch by incorporating this delicious purple yam to add both sweetness and flavor. Ubi Kinampay is a special variety of tuber found especially in the area of Bohol on Panlao Island. Originally from Spain, it has become a typical product in the Philippines, where it considered sacred. There is a traditional story saying that during a famine, the population of the island was saved by this tuber for this season. The inhabitants consider it a highly estimated God-sent gift. It has even become a symbol of the population itself, which managed to survive this hardship. To best enjoy this delightful treat, pair it with a cup of tea or cup, cup of coffee or tea. Next, please. Tablea. Tablea are dishes shaped out of pure roasted ground cocoa beans. What makes balls tablea so special is they're much sweeter compared to other variations from other places in the Philippines that are more bitter. That is why many people stock up on Bohol tablea when they visit the island. Tablea can be used in making creamy cup of cocoa by simply dissolving in the tablets in a hot water. It is also used in making one of the Filipinos' favorite snack, champurrado or chocolate rice for rich. Next, please. So for the festivals, Sandugo Festival. The Sandugo Festival is an annual historical celebration that takes place every year in Tagbilaran City on the island of Bohol in the Philippines. This festival commemorates the Treaty of Friendship between Dato Sikatuna, a chieftain in Bohol, and Spanish conquistador Miguel Lopez de Legazpi. The Blood Compact or Sandugo took place on March 16, 1565 when Legazpi and Sikatuna participated in a native ritual that involved shedding blood, dugo in Visayan dialect, into a cup and then drinking the contents. The Boholanos continued to celebrate this special occasion, though not as consistently as they do now. There had previously been celebration, but they were small and did not pique the interest of foreign visitors. There were times when it was obvious that the event had been forgotten. The most festive of all is the Sandugo Festival season, celebrated every July. And these virtues and values have been celebrated in many cultural events through the efforts of a lot of artists and cultural works. Next, please. Ube Festival. This festival takes place during the month of January to honor Bohol's staple crop, the ube plant. Tagbilaran City honors a favorite plant, the ube, helped the Boholano establish this tasty purple huge crop as a major agricultural product. Seminars, exhibits, and competitions abound. The ube tuber has been revered by the Boholanos for nearly half a millennium. To this day, rever- the plant is geographical religious symbol or Bohol, giving the ube the market recognition it deserves. The festival includes an exhibit, a ube contest, a seminar on agribusiness investment opportunities, and a cultural show. The ube plant, which has purple coloring, has the sweet potato's taste and texture. It is popularly used to provide the coloring in the making of Philippines' most famous summer dessert, the halo-halo. Next, please. Agbunan Festival. Agbunan Festival held every 28th of June. The Agbunan Festival celebrates the Philippine traditions and culture. This energetic festival is designated to promote tourism and introduce foreign guests to the happy lifestyle of the city, of the Philippine people. The municipality was known as Agbunan before the image of its patron saint, San Isidore, was brought to the town. Its residents, along with visitors from all over the world, gather for a street dancing competition and celebration. This festival was created to highlight San Isidro's agricultural bounty. The San Isidro Municipal Government, in collaboration with barangay officials and with the assistance and support of the provincial government, launched the first Agbuman Festival on June 28, 2009, in commemoration of the town's 48th Foundation Day celebration. Even at the age of 101, Pedro Samua, the town's founder and first elected mayor, was able to attend the Foundation Day and the town's first festival. The festival theme is Agbunan, Tinubdan sa Soranong Kahiyusasan or Kalumbaan. San Isidrohanos and visitors gather in the street to witness the street dancing performed by the town's Baris barangay. Then they go to the grounds of San Isidro Central Elementary School to watch the participants compete in showdown. During the festival, organic farm products from the town's Baris barangays were also displayed. This festival also promotes the ecological and agricultural environment of the province of Bohol. So that's all for the Bohol.
Negros Oriental. Negros Oriental, also known Oriental Negros, is a province of the Philippines located in the Central Visayas region. It occupies the southeast half of the island of Negros, with Negros Occidental comprising the northwestern half. It also includes Apo Island, a popular dive site from both local and foreign tourists. Negros Oriental faces Cebu to the east across the Tanyon Strait and the Siquijor to the southeast. The primary spoken language is Cebuano, and the predominant religion is Catholicism. Dumaguete City is the capital. Next, religion. Roman Catholic. Including Catholic Charismatic is a dominant religious affiliation in Negros Oriental comprising 75.85% or 1.3 million person. Next, tourist spot. First, Lake Balanan. Lake Balanan is one of the beautiful tourist spots in Negros Oriental tucked in the forested mountains of the province. This is a perfect place for nature's lovers or couples where the magnificent view of lake, mountains, and forests surely capture the heart. It is a freshwater lake fed by the tributaries Lamarao, Balanan, and Naig Creek, surrounded with the mountain range being clad by lush vegetation. Next, Mount Talinis. Mount Talinis is one of the known tourist spots in Negros Oriental, which is a favorite destination among mountain climbers in the province, and it is Nervi Island. It is a standing 1,903 meters above the sea level that makes it second highest mountain in the province. It is also called by name Cuerno de Negros because the peaks look like horns. A popular route in climbing the mountain is traversed from Barangay Bendiao down to the Barangay Apolong, Valencia City. The average duration of the climb is 2 to 3 days where one can see lakes, lagoon, and waterfalls along the journey. Next, and lastly, Mabinay Caves. Mabinay Caves are included in the most visited tourist spot in Negros Oriental, a famous planking or caving destination in the province. Dubbed as a cave town of Negros Oriental, the locals in the municipalities of Mabinay claim that there are more than 400 caves spread all over the area. Among the hundreds of caves, there are only few ones with the easy access. The remaining are still unexplored and takes advanced mountaineering and skill to reach. If you love spelunking, visit this popular cave: Crystal Cave, Pandalian Cave, Panligawan Cave. Next, food or delicacies. First, peanut brittle. A slightly hard confection of caramelized sugar and peanuts boiled together then poured flat on baking tray to cool. Second, maruya. Slide or mash saba banana in the batter of flour, sugar, and egg, deep fried and dusted with the white sugar. And lastly, baked talaba. A oyster retained. It is half shell, topped with the melted butter and sauteed garlic, and baked in oven with grated cheese if desired. Next, festival. Buglasan Festival. Buglasan Festival, also known as the Festival of Festivals, is one of the most awaited festivals in Negros Oriental. It is celebrated annually in Dumaguete City, the capital of province, in the middle of October since 2002. The festival is a 10th-day event laid in the city of Dumaguete, a movable provincial fiesta participated in by the province, 6 cities and 19 municipalities. Thought this is a province-wide event sponsored by the provincial government. The activities are mostly centered in the province capital, Dumaguete City. Next, second, Langud Festival in Mabinay. The Langud Festival is the usually celebrated in the poblacion of Mabinay every 24th of January. This cave-inspired festival showcases the importance of the caves and religious beliefs of Mabinay. Street dance festival and the showdown is usually accompanied with the Latin or samba drum beats to support the fast and pattern choreography. With costume of shining silver and bronze, the festival shine the brightness among the all. Floats and other props are shaped into cave and cracks to give the festival a good scenario of Mabinay Cave and what wonder lies inside it. Next, and lastly, Tawa-Tawa Festival of Bayawan City. Bayawan City is very known from their Tawa-Tawa Festival, also known as their Scarecrow Festival, which the people of Bayawan annually celebrate on the 18th of February. They give honor and praise to their city patron Saint Santo Tomas Villanueva as they celebrate this festival. The Tawa-Tawa Festival focuses on the great difference that Tawa-Tawa has brought the city of after driving the crows away. During the olden days, crows were the worst enemy of farmers, especially in the city of Bayawan. These crows or Maya bird destroy crops and steal the harvest of the farmers, cause shortage of food supplies. Not long, the crows caused the great famine that swept away a great number of people. Next reporter, please.
Now, let's talk about the province of Siquijor. Siquijor is the third smallest province in the country in terms of population and land area at mas kilala rin na Isla del Fuego or Fire Island. Siquijor often described as the mystic island of Central Visayas, the Visayan island group's southernmost island. It's around 30 kilometers southeast of Negros Island, approximately 50 kilometers northwest of Mindanao's closest point. Next slide, please. Their religions. On the island of Siquijor, 95% of the residents is Catholic and belong to Catholic Church, while the other 5% are divided into Christian groups and other religions. Next slide, please. Their tradition. Their traditions believe in supernatural entities and local deities who live in the sacred place. Despite the fact that Siquijodnons are primarily Roman Catholics, their island province is still known as the Mystical Island. During Holy Week, healers and herbalists from all over the country gather to this island to perform healing and to help prepare concoction made from a variety of tree barks, roots, herbs, insects, and other components. Next slide, please. Now, let's talk about the tourist spots in province of Siquijor. First, the Tubod Marine Sanctuary. Tubod Marine Sanctuary is one of the tourist spots in Siquijor. It has a 7-hectare coral reef and marine wildlife hotspot. If you are already in San Juan, it won't be more than a 10 to 15-minute walk to reach this amazing spot in Siquijor. It is located in San Juan on the southwestern coast of Siquijor Island, and it's right in front of the Coco Grove Beach Resort. This is one of Siquijor's top snorkeling and diving spots, but obviously you can go north or south in order to explore other parts of the reef if you want to. Though there is a marine life practically everywhere in the refuge, starting near the buoys or chatter floats, it is suggested a kayak can be used to reach the buoys. Next slide, please. Next one is the Old Balete Tree. The 400 to 500-year-old Balete tree is one of the Siquijor's most popular tourist attractions. It is a giant tree that many locals say is where magical rituals are performed and spirits exist. But of course, you can simply dismiss it and experience the elegance of this powerful old tree. A man-made spring pool can be seen at its base, which is one of the reasons why the old tree is still alive. Next slide, please. Cantabon Cave. This is one of the Siquijor's best thing to do and interesting tourist spots in Cantabon Cave. It is located in central Siquijor in the Philippines. Cantabon Cave is an adventurous trail inside a pitch-black cave beneath the earth. From a small hole in the ground, local guides lead visitors into this unique Siquijor's tourist attraction. The Cantabon Cave creating natural swimming pools in underrated activity in Siquijor. It has a low ceilings and passage, and there is so many stalagmites can be found, and there are famous formations like the King's Bed and Shower Bells. Next slide, please. Now, let's talk about the top delicacies of province of Siquijor. First is goso. Goso is a Bisaya term for a particular type of local seaweed, one of about 500 edible species found in the Philippines, where native seaweeds are commonly consumed. Goso is usually comes in bright green, but there are other variety of lesser green to greenish brown or red. Next, the peanut balls. Since Siquijor is a small province, it also known for locally farmed products such as peanuts. This pack of sweet nutty balls is a great snack while waiting at the boarding area. Next, Sutukil. Aside from the historic significance of Mactan Shrine, one good reason for visiting the place is the undeniably good local cuisine, the Sutukil or STK. This medley of flavor is a delicacy in Visayan families, where fresh catch is prepared in sugpa, grilled, tula, and kilawin styles of cooking. Next, festival. Aside from I mentioned earlier, there is one more thing people shouldn't miss in a beautiful island. There is the tree fiesta of Siquijor. First is the Saging Festival. The Saging Festival is one of the many festivals in the island of Siquijor in the Philippines. The yearly Saging Festival in Siquijor is a celebration of city huge banana harvest. It recognizes the importance of saging or banana in lives of the people with its many uses. Next slide, please. Next is the Lubi Festival. Lubi Lubi Siglan is a dance festival exploring the many uses of the coconut in homage to Santa Catalina de Alexandria. It shows that there is more to the coconut than just cupra. It's celebration of peace, love, and unity among the Gigonons every May to pay homage to the local patroness, Santa Rita de Casia, of her annual fest day. Next slide, please. Next is the Dilaap Festival. Dilaap refers to non-distic hospitality of Siquijodnon. It also refers to the island's nickname Isla del Fuego because of the swarm of fireflies that netless at night. It is celebrated annually in honor of Saint Francis of Assisi, the town patron saint and famous lover of nature. It is a way of Siquijodnons to express gratitude for the island's natural treasures. And now that's the end of our discussion. If you have any question, clarification regarding to our topics that we discussed, don't hesitate to reach out to us. And now let's proceed to the last part of our presentation. Please prepare for our game.